Everyone, welcome into another rendition of 401 Games Sports Breaks. I'm Patrick, coming to you live from 750 Yonge Street here in downtown Toronto. And we got a couple breaks today. We're going to start it off with a very quick one to go through. And that is our Synergy break, 2020-21 single box of Synergy. I've only got 3 entrants in this one. This was a 5-spot break originally. Should be a pretty good one. Fun product to rip. So, without further ado, let's get into this one. So, I've got 3 entrants. Those people are the following. I've got Jeff R, Jason C, and Braden R. So, Jeff, I have you down for 2 spots. So, you're going to get 12 teams. Jason bought 1 spot. He is going to get 6. And the remaining 12 teams is going to go to Braden, who's likely going to be here in the stream. He's here for most of them. So, as you can see, guys, that makes up a total of 30, but there's 31 teams in here, which means that we have an extra spot to give away. The way that we give away that spot is we take the names of all of you guys that are in this break right here. So, just right here. We're going to dump you into this list randomizer here on random.org. So let me explain random.org real quickly for you guys. Basically, it's a website where I use a couple of tools, the list randomizer and the dice, in order to randomize the teams that you'll get in the break. Since, again, we have a spot that we have to raffle off, we'll randomize that as well. So basically, the list randomizer, when I put a bunch of names in here or teams or whatever in this box and I click randomize, there you go. It spits right back out a different order on this list. So the reason we do the first roll like this, just blind, is just so I can show you how this works. The reason why we have these 2 die here is because this is actually going to determine the amount of times I'm going to have to roll. So we've already rolled once. Looks like we're rolling to 9, so we're going to be clicking 9 times for the rest of the break here. So 8 additional times for you guys here for the first sort of giveaway spot here. So 9, name at the top wins it. That goes to Braden. Congratulations, Braden. You get yourself an extra spot in the break. And now we are good to go. So we are going to just go right ahead here. Take your names and dump them straight into the list. I'm going to go 9 times, guys. 7, 8, and 9. All right. Then we're going to plop these right back out here onto the Google Sheet. And then we're going to go ahead and do the exact same with your teams. Randomize here 9 times, and that will determine what we get. Ready. So, just going to dump them right over top, and we're going to do our roll call. So, first off, Jason, you get the Bruins and the Penguins. Lots of black and gold for you there, pal, to start it off. Braden, you got the Leafs and the Jackets. Jeff with the Rangers. Braden, you got the Wild. Look at that. 2 days in a row, you've got Minnesota. Good stuff. Good stuff right there. Jeff with the Lightning. Braden with the Devils and the Golden Knights and the San Jose Sharks. Another team he gets a lot. Jeff, the Colorado Avalanche. Braden with the Jets and the Stars. Jeff, you got the Canadians, the Blues, and the Sabres. Braden with the Flames. Jason with the Ottawa Senators. Braden, you have the Nashville Predators. Jeff, the Red Wings and the Panthers. Braden, you got Philadelphia. Jason, the Carolina Hurricanes. Braden, Chicago Blackhawks. Jeff, you got the Kings, the Ducks, and the Coyotes. Jason, the Edmonton Oilers and the Vancouver Canucks. Braden, the Washington Capitals. And finishing off the list is Jeff with the New York Islanders. Interesting. All right, so we're going to go straight into it. Here we go. Hopefully you guys can see this now. Yeah, it looks like you should be able to. Hey, John. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Braden. I'm sure everyone here is also excited for the flux break. Hopefully, a couple more breaks filled this week. I think the rest of them are pretty far away. The closest might be either the Living in the 80s, but we have 3 spots in that one. That's an archives mixer for baseball. That'd be a fun one to do. But that might be on the chopping block if it hangs a little bit longer as well. I did actually end up canceling the break today. That was the 2020-21 3 boxes of Prism Retail. No one really bought in the spot except for one person. Been up for 2 weeks. So I just pulled the plug on that one. There's no way to fill that out. Fill that up, really. So, no problem, Jeff. Glad you could come by. So we're going to start right-hand side here. Yeah, like, when it comes to canceling breaks, it really just comes down to, like, discretion, right? So, like, Flux, for example, it was up for 3 weeks, but the thing was that we had, like, over a third of the break had sold for, like, pretty quickly. So we're willing to give it more of a shot, but when there's a break that's, like, 1/30th away, like, done, and it's been 2 weeks, it's probably a good time to pull the plug. So, Wayne Gretzky on the red base here. We got, Synergy FX of Igor Shesterkin. It's a cool looking card. Number 149 of 349. Very good goalie, too. But the Flux should be really, really fun. Also a pretty quick box to go through, too, right? Only 50 cards. So we got two very quick breaks today. That hopefully that means that we can get through this really quick. So there we go. Sturkin for the Rangers. I believe that's a hit for you, Jeff. And a Roaring 20s of Jason Robertson. I believe this is technically a rookie, right? So it's actually pretty nice because second in Calder. Second in Calder voting. Is he still first? I haven't checked Dallas Stars points. Last time I checked, he was first on the team in points at this point. Is he still there? Yeah, I agree. Shesterkin's a franchise guy. I mean, he was considered to be the best goalie not in the NHL for a very long time. So, I was not surprised to see him do well. Gretzky. It's funny, the Rangers always seem to find a good goalie. It's hard for me to remember a time where they didn't have good goaltending. At least in my lifetime. Here, Olivier Joseph, rookie for the Penguins. Here we go. So, rookie autograph here. It's Nikolai Nizov for San Jose Sharks. So, I believe this is you, right, Braden? Pretty sure it is. Vezina race is going to be very interesting this year. Lots of good goaltenders. Lots of good young goaltenders. There we go. Nikolai Nizov. Josh Norris here. Rookie Journey. 274 of 899. Good hit for the Senators. Anything Norris is good, and anything Stützle is good. Norris has just been a very solid player this year. The Rookie Journey of Norris, 274 of 899. Ourselves a pasta. David Pastrnak, Boston Bruins. Here we go. Martin Kaut, 183 of 349 for the Colorado Avalanche on the RC Synergy FX. Don't know if you guys can see it, but we got a shelf installed here yesterday. So we can put some product up there on display for you guys, which is nice. Perennial All-Stars of Alexander Ovechkin. Plus, it adds a little something to the otherwise just plain white background. Go! It's Bobby Orr. Synergy. Exceptional Young Stars, numbered, yes, this one's number 299 of 749. The acetate Exceptional Young Cards here, or Young Stars, sorry. It's Austin Matthews, 299, 749. Anything Matthews is good. No one who gets Toronto will ever say no to a Matthews. And then Liam Foudy on the Rookie Journey. This is 402 of 799. Yeah, Ottawa does have a lot of good young talent. It's just a matter of waiting for them to click, man. I don't know. The other thing, too, with Ottawa, right? I think the question that's always going to be hanging over their heads until they prove otherwise is no one trusts that management and ownership group. You know? Can that team ever be good with the people that are leading them from the front office? All right, we got ourselves a Brock Besser. Exceptional Future Stars. It's Ty Dellandrea of the Dallas Stars. 646 of 749. Yeah. That's what I mean, right? Because as soon as people need to get paid, Ottawa doesn't really pay them. So it's like a constant state of rebuild. It's Ty Dellandrea, 646 of 749 on the Exceptional Futures. Then we got ourselves a constant threat of a Mark Stone. 2 packs left. Guy I talked about at length last time we pulled one of him in the break. Steven Stamkos. For sure, future Hall of Famer, I'd say. Another guy who's like pretty underrated. John Gibson is, man, he's had some fantastic years as a goaltender on a really mediocre Anaheim team. So, I'm not sure how the rest of his career is going to shake up. But I will say, on any other team, he would have been noticed a lot more than he has been. There we go. And then we got ourselves a Roaring 20s of Gabe Vilardi. Quinn Hughes on the base. Got ourselves an exceptional young stars. It's Matt Barzal, 474 of 749. New York Islanders. Of course, given like the nature of this product, everything ships, right? So. And there we go. Stanley Cup journey here. Number 372 of 799. Marty Brodeur. New Jersey Devils. So I think it was like an interesting stat that I had seen, because when I think of like greatest goaltenders of all time, top of the list for me, and you could say maybe recency bias because I grew up watching this guy and trying to mimic him whenever I played net, which was not a good idea, by the way. To me, was Dominic Hasek, right? Hasek was just an absolute phenom between the pipes, and yet in losses, like I always knew as a goaltender, if you lose, your save percentage obviously is probably going to be a lot worse than your typical win. But his career save percentage in a loss was under 900, and that's still considered elite in losses. So like when you consider a guy, let's say like Gibson, right? I see how high his career save percentage is on a team that loses more than they typically win. Kind of gives you an insight as to just how truly good that player probably is. It's the same thing with the guy with the kid. I'm going to butcher his name, so I won't even attempt. Verleka. I guess I just did attempt. The guy out in the kid out in Arizona right now. The kid's save percentage right now is 910, I think. But then you realize he's 6-14. You know, he's playing out of his god darn mind. You're Olivier Joseph on the exceptional futures. 525 of 749. And we got Amika Zibanejad as the last card in this break. The constant threats. You know, you always have to wonder, like, I know a lot of people talk about the goalie position and say you don't know what you're going to get. It's because goaltending is so dependent. It's so dependent on the team in front. You know, a goalie can only bail you out so many times with high danger scoring chances. That's why it's not a surprise to a lot of people that, like, you know, kind of know the game a little bit more intimately. No one's really surprised to see how good Freddie has been compared to, like, you know, at least statistically compared to his last couple years in Toronto. Because when you get into the underlying sort of things with the Maple Leafs just continuously hung that guy out to dry. You know, it's not a matter of him being good or bad. It's just a matter of goalies are kind of team dependent in a lot of ways when it comes to statistics. So you really, you know, as we move into sports and we talk more and more about the about analytics, and don't get me wrong, like I'm huge into things like baseball sabermetrics and whatnot. I still think goalies will remain one of those things where you kind of have to still rely a bit on the eye test. You know, you can kind of see who is talented and kind of just getting smoked because of the situation, and who is legitimately bad if you watch. So let's go over the hits real quick, and then I'll end the stream and get prepped for the next one. So I have to sort these out for you guys. Yeah. Goalies are just different, man. It's a different position in every regard. like, I will maintain he probably won't make the Hall of Fame, but I will, to my dying day, say that Ryan Miller is one of the greatest goalies of his generation and probably should be in the Hall of Fame when you consider what he was doing in Buffalo for as long as he did. And he's going to be a victim of that as well, right? Where you'll look at him and you'll see career stats are probably going to be more in line with someone like Marc-Andre Fleury, but I think, and I'm saying this as a diehard Penguins fan my whole life, swap the two, and Fleury is a Hall of Famer as well, so I don't want to get it twisted, but swap the two in their prime. I don't even want to think what Ryan Miller would have done with that Penguins team back in the late 2000s. All right, so we got Jason Robertson, Josh Norris. This one was 274 of 899. We got a rookie journey of Liam Foudy, 402 of 799. Stanley Cup journey of Marty Brodeur, 372, I believe. It's actually kind of scuffed there on the ink. That's interesting. 372 of 799. Exceptional Young Stars, Austin Matthews, 299 of 749. Exceptional Young Stars of Matthew Barzal, 474 of 749. Exceptional Futures, 646 of 749 on the Ty Dellandrea. Pierre Olivier Joseph, 525 of 749 on the Exceptional Futures. Going into our pink Synergy FXs now. We got John Gibson, 79 of 349 for the Anaheim Ducks. Martin Kaut, 183 of 349 with the rookie Synergy FX. Igor Shesterkin, 149 of 349 on the Synergy FX. Our autograph, it was a rookie autograph of Nikolai Nizov of the San Jose Sharks. Rest of the cards we will not be doing in the roundup, but they are right here. And everything's going to get shipped. So, there we go. We'll see you back in about 5 minutes. I just have to update the title and start the next break. So, see you soon, guys.